All right, DJ and Miles, your wishes, my command. Let's do a red zone for the college football playoffs. We got Georgia, the dog pound, taking on LSU. Big game between Ant Dog and Miles here in the college football playoffs. First college red zone. And if anybody wants to jump in, they can. We're gonna watch it from Miles's, not Miles, Ant Dog's perspective. You play 9-minute quarters in this league compared to the 10. What's up, DK? You gonna join the stream?
Yeah, I'd be game.
Hey, I like it. So, let me go live on Discord so you could follow exactly at the same time.
Yeah. All right, here we are.
All right, so we got an inside handoff right there. Georgia starting early with the run game. In college and the fast pace and the easiness of running the ball, I think that's going to be the key there. Whoever controls that run game is going to cause havoc.
Yeah, establishing the run early here. 2nd and 3 on the 32-yard line.
See if he goes with a run again. Tries to shoot that gap, that B gap on the left-hand side. He's going to run it towards that. He's going to bounce it outside. A lot of room out there. A nice juke inside, but immediately bounced it outside.
Yeah, ended up working out for him. You can definitely see LSU's trying to jump that B gap right there. Didn't end up working for him.
Now, LSU 11-2, Georgia 11-2, the 4-5 ranked team in college football. Who do you got in this game?
Yeah,
Ooh, that was a dangerous throw.
definitely a high-profile game. Almost fortunate that wasn't picked off right there. I think I'm going to have to go with Georgia here and Miles. I mean, who is LSU? Do you happen to know?
Ant Dog.
Ooh, I think I am going to have to go Miles here.
Yeah, we'll watch it from.
See it going either way.
Yeah, we'll watch it from Ant Dog's perspective. And Miles, as you take him, he makes a bad decision trying to get to his big body wide receiver. Probably a high ball attempt, and it didn't really work out for him as his tight end or wide receiver, whoever number 4 was, didn't even go up for it.
Yeah, maybe I'm bad luck. I don't know.
It seems like it. Definitely seems like it. But the defense going out there. Let's see how the defense stacks up against this LSU team. You got Barry and Brown out there, who is a absolute burner. So he's got a lot to worry about there. But good job containing the run. 1st and 10, tries to run it, and Miles is up for the challenge.
All over. 2nd and 8, only a couple yards.
And he's got the hold on, let me turn, make sure I got you up. Good, speak.
Test.
Yep, perfect. I'm gonna turn down the game volume a little bit and make sure that you're a little bit louder than the game volume. You got the this Georgia team that has to deal with Barry and Brown, who is a speedster and the rocket arm of Nussmeier. So definitely somebody you're gonna have to play 2 over the top, play a 2 high kind of shell, and make sure that you can't beat 1-on-1.
Yeah, and you can see he tried to hit that RPO, just wasn't there. Tried to force the issue.
And right now he's gonna go with a levels concept over a middle. It looks like that's where all his reads are going. Barry Brown doing a deep end, but he's gonna go with a quick out on a cover 0, and he's unable to get the 1st down. So 4th and 2 coming up.
Yeah, 4th and 2, smart thing to do here. Just punt it away. Don't want to get too aggressive early.
Yeah, you basically got a free possession there after forcing a interception. So why even try to get crazy and make it easy for that Georgia offense?
Exactly. Go out there and make them learn it.
So here comes a stunt. He's going to run a stunt on 1st down against this Georgia team. He ran the ball earlier. Let's see if that's the case here. Going to go with the run again, and there's that linebacker shooting the gap. Good user.
Yeah, Harold Perkins really make through the gap, and 2nd and 11, making them go to the air here early.
Yeah, he's a game changer, Harold Perkins. and he's gonna double mug, try to open up some of the pass rush lanes. Unable to really get anybody open, and a coverage sack. Even though he came out in double mug, it took a coverage sack to get to the quarterback. So that offensive line is holding up well.
Yeah, I mean, fortunate that's not picked off. Could have easily been interception, but land at the feet of the backer, and be 3rd and 11 on the 6.
Looks like a cover 3 potentially. User switches over the middle. He covers that post for a little bit, and he's gonna go deep again, and he actually goes up and gets it this time. Maybe Miles is knows a little bit about the capabilities of the animations in this game.
I mean, screw it. Zachariah Branch is down there somewhere, right?
Oh, absolutely. And he throws a little screen here, only a 1-yard gain, so not much. Gunnar Stockton trying to, get something going. All right, so you got a 2nd and 9. It's going to be a play action. He had the angle route, and he's going to throw another pick. LSU's defense is eaten early here as he takes it all the way to the 50. He had the angle route underneath wide open, so I don't get the idea there. Maybe he's a little too happy trying to get it to the number 1.
He definitely likes the Zachariah. When he forced it.
You're cutting out right now. I don't know why. All right, he's gonna run. Yeah, that's much better. A sack by Christian Miller. A good blitz there on a long developing play as Nussmeier wasn't able to get it out.
2nd and 19, dropping back. Halfback screen, not a bad idea, especially against the blitz. 29, able to get up to the 47-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 12. Still 3rd and long, but a little bit more manageable, of course.
Oh, absolutely. I like the screen call there. He's been aggressive so far with his pass rush, and I could expect him to be aggressive here. But right now, it looks like you might be seeing a cover 3 once again. Maybe even a cover 1. Let's see what they break off into. All right, they kind of zone out. Nope, that's over the middle, and that's picked off. It looked like it might have been a cover 3 match actually on that play, or even a cover 3 blitz with a few modifications, and he's able to get this pick with Harris.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could definitely see what he was going for, just kind of a backside post. Maybe you think you have a little bit of leverage there, but just a great play by the DB.
And no running room here early on for Georgia as they try to run a sweep to the left, in the pursuit by the defense was fantastic. I am noticing one thing. He goes to that Texas form man every single time. I think every single time I've seen that stunt called, that Texas form man, and what that opens up is honestly a PA boot, because now you got everybody trying the 2 edges instead of containing, trying to get inside.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, everything in football has a counter, and that's a perfect counter. If they're going to jump inside, then you could roll outside every play.
And that's a pick, and that should be a pick 6. What a play by LSU. Gunnar Stockton with the wrong idea, Miles with the wrong idea, and gives up an easy defensive touchdown. And that could be huge in this game where both offenses aren't able to get anything going.
And, I mean, for this defense, caused 3 interceptions in the first quarter. I mean, hopefully that's not indicative of the rest of the game, because if it is, Miles, it's no shot.
If it is, you made the wrong choice, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I may have very well cursed Miles at this rate.
So he's got a chance now. He's got to settle down. I mean, you got LSU already trying to come out and dime using that Texas four-man, trying to get some pressure. Coming out in a cover 4 quarters, this is a good call because it's got some run fits. Could cause some havoc. A nice drag or a table route by the running back. Gonna get the first down. That was Nate Frazier. That's the running back there.
Yeah, pick up some easy yards there. Able to move the chains. Can't be mad at that.
All right, he's going to go deep here. The safety's out there and makes a good play. I don't hate the read. I just don't think it was the best one, but take your chances here and there.
Yeah, it looked like he might have had the step, but yeah, much rather would have him potentially check down to something else, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 on the 36-yard line here for the Dogs.
And here comes the dogs. They're gonna drop back. There's Stockton looking. He's gonna hit the drag. He's got some space in front of him. Gets the first down. Is this the first down for the Bulldogs here?
No, they had one before that earlier in the drive on that check down to Nate Frazier, but they'll take that one there. Looks like he's dropping back. Gunnar Stockton slinging it.
And I don't know what he's seeing because that crossing route came open by the number 3 wide receiver on the right-hand side, came wide open. So I don't know what he's looking at in this game, and it doesn't seem like his eyes are there.
Yeah, not necessarily sure. Seems like he's missed a couple reads this game. We do have Wildcat up here up the middle, but yeah, definitely seems like, maybe he's trying to target somebody in particular, or I'm not necessarily sure. Gunnar Stockton just having a hard time reading this defense.
Here comes a stunt on the left-hand side. Let's see if they're able to get anything going, and good defense in the back end from the corner to knock that loose and set up a 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like an RPO on 3rd and long, but, ends up going to it, isn't successful, and has to punt this one away. I mean, the first 4 drives here for Georgia have been, we have a fake.
Oh, Lord. Lordy Lord. When it rains, it pours, I guess, huh?
When it rains, it pours. I mean, he had it open, but, just to not have a lot of real estate on the sideline, it's tough.
All right, let's see if they're able to capitalize. Nussmeier setting Anderson on a streak. Going to put that linebacker in a tough spot, and he goes to it, and good coverage by the linebacker there.
Yeah, I figured he might have been eyeing down the seam there. Sure enough, he is, and he's not able to bring it in. Great coverage.
All right, so Nuss looks like he's going to drop back to pass again. He audibles to a run. Likes what he sees, a direct snap, and yeah, nothing there. So 3rd and 11. This defense is helping out the Georgia offense right now.
Yeah, I mean, they've been asked to do a lot this first half, and I think they're really standing up to it.
So a 3rd and 11. What does LSU do? Do they be conservative with the lead and say, you can't really beat us right now, so let's be conservative? Looks like he's going to be aggressive here. Let's see if he makes any changes to this play. Looks like he might go for that curl over the middle. There, yep, he's going to go right at that curl, pick, and yeah, both offenses are atrocious right now. And that might be a pick 6. The only scores of this game, both pick 6s. That is insane.
I mean, it looks like we've got, two Stevie Wonders at quarterback this game. Being able to just hand out free touchdowns for pick 6s. I mean, maybe that's going to be the recipe for a win this game.
This might be the grossest red zone you've ever seen. Anybody watching right now, because this is not looking pretty for either college team. All right, so 7-7, both with defensive pick 6s. So we'll see if they're able to get the offense going either side. Maybe even revert to the run a little bit more. And that almost became a nice run back by the return man Thomas, but a good tackle from behind.
Yeah, for sure. And you got to imagine there's got to be a couple of doctors watching this game that are just rubbing their hands thinking, man, we could really sell some LASIK surgery here.
So here comes the LASIK surgery quarterback. He's going to hand it off outside. There's that stunt. A stunt inside. Open the run game on the outside. And that could have been a lot more dangerous if he did not try to cut inside there.
Yeah, 100%. May have had a little bit of extra space outside there.
He legit juked right into the tackle. He should have at least got the first down. He's going to try to run it again. Let's see if the run defense is a little bit better. He's going to get outside, and a great tackle. So 3rd and 1 coming up, and it looks like he's sticking with the run. Let's see if he sets up like a little RPO here, put the defense in a bad spot. He's going to go with a bubble screen, so it looks like an RPO coming up. It looks like an RPO on that right-hand side. Let's see if the user's ready for it. He isn't. He's a little too close to the line. He gets blocked in a first down. So a good call. The user needs to be off that line of scrimmage and away from that that offensive tackle to get out there and make a play.
Yep. Great conversion there. LSU's running back, Caden Durham, almost has as many carries, which is 4 as interceptions from this game. We'll see if he gets more touches.
That is insane. That's an insane stat, bro. That is crazy. It looks like man coverage based on how the defense is moving. It is man coverage. What is his answer? He goes over the middle quick. It looks like he might be a little paranoid of the rush already.
Yeah, 7-7, an opportunity to go down. And, I mean, he gets ball at half, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, and it looks like it's going to be a Tampa 2 on the backside. It is a Tampa 2. He tried to do a screen, and that's a good coverage by the defensive lineman to make sure that screen doesn't get busy.
Yeah, it does make it 3rd and 10 here on the 43. We'll see what they got, and I take over here. And Nussmeier dropping back. He is cold, not having the best game. Drops it down to number 1 and just not able to convert. Great tackle there. Forces 4th and 4. And it's going to have to punt this ball away. They punt it away to the 28. It's like Gunnar Stockton here is going to come to the line. Quick snap out of empty. Trying to potentially hit that drag, and who knows, maybe he was trying to hit Zachariah Branch again on a deep shot. Looks like he's really been trying to get him the ball. I mean, I understand, wanting to get your star wide receiver the ball, but, he's just not open, and he has some other options there for you. Looks like Nate Frazier, number 3, making a little bit of noise, carried up to the 35, makes it 3rd and 3. And if you're Miles, I mean, you got to convert here. You can't allow Ant to get the ball back, especially after he gets the ball back after half. Couple crossers. Thought he may have had the wide receiver there, but he has number 4 on the dump down. Delp will convert 1st and 10 for the Dogs on the 46-yard line. LSU able to get a big stop there in the run game. 2nd and 11. I think it's been really hit or miss for them. Either they're giving up a really big gain or, they've been able to get a stop in the backfield and they're able to get the ladder there. 2nd and 11 on the 45. They'll go back to the run, stop up the middle. Number 7, Harold Perkins. Huge play, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, big play there to set up a 3rd and 10. Both defenses playing well. Going into the 2-minute warning. Does he snap it here or does he let it go down? And he lets it go to the 2-minute warning. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but gets to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 10. If he gets a stop here, plenty of time to put some points on the board and maybe even double up.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you got to be able to convert here, though, if you're Miles, or else this puts you in a really tough spot.
It looks like he's going to go with a cover 4 quarters. It matches on the back end and a 1st down. I'm wondering if he's calling cover 4 quarters without the idea that it's going to match, because that's a run-fit defense. That's not a defense to call on 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's not something that you would necessarily go to in that situation, especially against that offensive look. And, I mean, you got to give credit where it's due, though. Gunnar Stockton with some crazy arm talent on that throw.
It looks like a little Tampa 2 on the back end. He's going to run a mesh underneath, and it gets by the zone read player. And he's able to get the 1st down.
Delp able to fight for it. Did catch it short of the sticks, but yeah, able to push through.
So another cover 4 quarters, which is fine on 1st and 10. Could be a run. As you can see, the run fit's playing really well there. All right, 2nd and 11. Coming out on trips. I've noticed this about Georgia. They come out on trips, but they always have the trips on the short side. I don't know if that's by design or he's just not flipping the play, but I usually like to bring my passing concept on the wide side of the field.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would agree. You just don't have as much real estate, and maybe he's not comfortable with trips to the right. I mean, it's trips to the right here, so I'm not sure, but I mean, a great run here by Frazier.
Yeah, and under 40 seconds to go, he does have 2 timeouts. He is letting the time go down, trying to make sure that the LSU offense doesn't have any chance as he comes out when that trips left one more time. See what he does here. He's going to look for the tight end, and that's going to be a touchdown. Maybe that's the idea there, getting the tight end one-on-one on that corner route with a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, 100%. Able to walk away with the touchdown. And I mean, it was a very, very rough start, but to have the lead right now going in a half, you got to be happy if you're Miles.
Yeah, and if you're LSU, it ain't the end of the world. You get the ball at half. You could, answer the call. Maybe even get a run back here as he takes out of the end zone. He's going to cut inside. He breaks one tackle and almost, only he could have broke one more tackle. You probably housed that.
Yeah, that last tackle really saved that play there.
And Thomas has been very dangerous with the ball in his hands, as you can see on that return. I wouldn't be kicking to him. I would try to kick it out of play.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And a timeout is called, important stage late.
Timeout here by LSU. Maybe they didn't like the look.
He's going to go with a motion here. Anderson's going to go on a streak. Brown's going to go on a crosser. I would have liked something on that left side to occupy. Just that streak's not going to do it because that deep out of third could come down. It does. It goes deep, and that's picked off. Another pick. Can he return this? I mean, he's got some green grass and just offensive linemen in front of him. He tries to pitch it, and it goes back to LSU. I mean, that was just gross, but it didn't hurt.
That was a tough watch.
This whole game has been a tough watch.
It definitely has. Now, Neff, remind me, I'm a little shaky on my NCAA rules. Do they have a rush minimum?
There is no rules. This is free gameplay in NCAA. No sim rules. You play any way you please. It's more of a lax league.
Right, which kind of makes sense. I mean, college football, they run up the score. They do everything that they can. So definitely understandable and might be interesting for some coaches out there. So I may have to take a look myself.
Yeah, lax league, do whatever you want. This is just for our draft class. We set up the XP sliders and the manual progression in a certain way that you have to do auto progression. And yeah, it's just to get a good draft class out there and for some guys to have some fun, let off some steam, and not worry about so many rules. All right, so looks like he's trying to stick with the run here, which I really like for LSU. The passing game's not going well. You're not reading the field well. Try to get back to something that, could work. And it looks like it's the running game. He's going to give it to Durham on the outside toss, and he almost gets a first down. Nice little run there. Third and manageable.
Not bad, not bad. 3rd and 2 on the 27. We'll see what they draw up.
Yeah, let's see what's drawn up here. First collegiate red zone.
Got a mesh concept here.
Drop back, and he gets the drag underneath. And you saw the user on the defensive tackle there. I'm not necessarily a fan on a short yardage play because you could take some space with that user underneath.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, maybe he got stuck there on accident. I'm not sure.
Same thing, trips, but staying to the short side of the field. I guess because the concept was working to the right. He looks at square, he finds square, he gets it over the middle. Square, which is Anderson, gets a big gain and sets him inside the 40. Nussmeier showing some legs on that play. So trips left one more time. Everybody's favorite. He's going to put an angle route out there. It looks like a cover zero. Sometimes you might want to block an extra. He doesn't. He gets the tight end on a corner route. And what really helped is the bump on the right-hand side where that edge rusher couldn't come straight into the passer. He had to reroute a little bit, and it gave him an extra second to get that corner route off. I like the screen call. Drops back into zone. The screen is open, and a drop by Durham. That is terrible. See if he goes with another screen. He's going to go over to coach suggestions. See what he's thinking here. looking for a counter. He's going to come out in a counter play. I mean, I like it. I don't know. How do you feel about running a counter? As that's a good run right there. But how do you feel about running a counter? Do you like to do it to the short side of the field, make them think you're running to the wide side? Oh, he left. He left me. Doo-doo-doo. But that was a good counter. I personally like to run it to the short side of the field. Oh, it looks like he's back.
Yeah, so sorry about that. My dog keeps on my phone and it's off like an EMP, but I'm back.
He said, "My dog ate my phone." That's crazy. A run here by Johnson, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 3. But my question to you is, I see it, people run a counter. I personally like to run a counter to the short side, make people think we're going wide side, and then just whip it out to the short side.
Yeah, I mean, I think it ultimately just kind of depends on the front, and that's kind of how I determine whether or not I'm running a counter. But regardless, looks like LSU gets a drag, and they're able to tie it up here pending the extra point.
Yeah, it gets the drag over the middle, ties it up, and you needed that to put yourself back in this game. And with the way the offense is playing, you should be all set. And he accidentally calls onside, so he's gonna call a timeout and come back, and that might bite him in the ass, calling that timeout.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, obviously, we know how coveted second half timeouts are, and understandably so. Could be huge, especially if he's down and needs to stop the clock.
I mean, if you accidentally picked onside kick, you kind of just go with it at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at that point you're like, okay, well, I don't want to burn a timeout for it, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
There's no rule against it. Nice
yeah, I
run
mean,
there
there's
up
no
the
rule
middle.
against it, but and then I guess at this point he's kind of already near midfield anyway, so maybe he should have.
All right, so here comes Stockton. He's gonna call some hot routes. He's gonna drop back. He's gonna look at the crosser, and there we go. A good read. Looks like a match coverage, and the match player did not recognize that crosser.
Well, I was just gonna say, he's supposed to carry the number 3 in match coverage and cover 4 there, and he just didn't.
Exactly. He let that go, and that ended up a big play. And another crosser by the tight end. Makes a move inside, gets inside the 10, almost to the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 6. And looking at Stockton's numbers, 176 yards, a touchdown, and 3 picks already. But he's starting to get toned in, locked in a little bit.
And
Nice
also
run
Nate Frazier.
outside. Ooh, that's a good pursuit by the defensive end. That was wide open. Patrick Payton with the play.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he had the inside. He tried to force it outside, and I mean, the defensive end had leverage all day.
Another inside run. He had a little bit of space, but good defense once again. So 3rd and goal on the 3. Definitely a tough spot with this condensed field.
Yeah, I can imagine a play that's coming here. I'm not going to lie to you. Doesn't
Looks
call
like
it.
a stick. Oh,
wow.
A stick, and he tried to sit the slant down in between the zones, but unfortunately missed. And he's going to go for it. I don't know if I like this with the way that both defenses are playing, especially your defense. But he's going to go for it. He's going to run an RPO and have it wide open on the outside. I wonder if LSU has their conservative on for the RPOs.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it took a while for him to read it and throw it, too. I'm really surprised that it didn't hand it off by that point. But regardless, able to punch it in.
That's a play you got to expect in that situation, RPO to come.
100%, especially with the trips look.
All right, so LSU's going to get the ball back. 1:48 left in the 3rd. Let's see if Thomas could break one free, and a lot better coverage from the kicking team there. Unable to really break anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's really trying to get loose with Thomas. I mean, he was 7-8 yards in the end zone, and he said he was taking it out anyways.
Looks like a cover 0 once again. Oh, I don't like that. Let Anderson do a quick out there. I'll be right back.
And looks like he's trying to go deep. I mean, gets the back shoulder. I didn't know if he had it. It looked underthrown for a second, but the DB's not able to adjust, and that's a huge play. LSU goes back up by a touchdown, 21-14. I mean, what a great throw. Back shoulder. It did look to be underthrown a little bit, but I mean, just throws it in a great spot for the receiver to be able to catch it and run. And I mean, that's just an 84-yard pass. Looks like he's actually be going for the odds onside there. I'm not sure if he meant to do that on purpose, but looks like he's going to rock with it anyways. May not want to waste another timeout.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
So Georgia here does recover. We'll start this possession on the 43-yard line. And we'll see what he's able to potentially work out here. Hands off to Nate Frazier, inside zone. Gets a big play. That's almost a 20-yard run. It's 20 yards exactly. Down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Georgia. They have been moving offensively. And my fault. I said that LSU went up 7 last drive. They definitely did not. It is a tie game. 21-21 here. Georgia is in command of this game, and they are up a possession.
Again, quads on the right-hand side, not working with the wide side of the field. Going to run a inside zone and get the first down.
Yeah, definitely interesting. If you're going to run quads, you think you would do that to the, not the boundary, the field, but he's running it to the boundary.
And here comes another cover zero. See a lot of cover zero in college, and, you know, sometimes it works and sometimes it burns you like that, where, you know, you had Frazier able to get up the middle and almost a touchdown.
Yeah, it gets down to what, the 1-yard line there? I mean, you're feeling good if you're Georgia.
Absolutely. All right, let's see what he does. 1st and goal. You can go anywhere here. You got plenty of time and plenty of plays to pick from. He's going to go with the inside zone. That's going to be wrapped up by that LSU front 7.
Yeah, I mean, just stuffed there like a turkey on Thanksgiving Day. And that's an easy punch in there for Nate Frazier. 20 rush attempts. I mean, he's having a huge day, playing a huge part of this offense. And, I mean, that's Georgia football. Running the ball and hopefully playing some defense on this coming drive. Thomas takes it out again, wants to be aggressive, knows he can make big plays, but only gets out to the 13. I mean, at what point do you start to say, hey, this kick is too deep in the end zone and I've just got to take the knee?
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense scorched the defense.
LSU coming out in, it looks like ace wing is what I saw. And I mean, that's just a big line of linemen, but regardless, 2nd and 12, able to get a big play there in the backfield. This will force a bit of a backed up behind the chains. Maybe looking at that shotgun trips tight end. I saw he was maybe looking at that bubble. Just making a couple of checks at the line here.
Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier.
Just a great backside dig. Be able to take advantage of the open space there. Something that I think a lot of users just don't really utilize, and it comes to fruition there, and able to go ahead and convert on that long 2nd down. 1st down, move the chains.
All right, so 28-21, LSU needs to drive down the field and answer back. He's going to look to that corner route, and that's a catch. A nice job clicking on and coming back to the ball.
Yeah, no, way to come back down, come back to the ball. Kind of eliminate some of the DB's positioning there, able to convert. 1st down.
Looks like he's going to run a little screen here. It doesn't look like pressure's coming, but you never know. And he's going to toss it out there. There's a good pursuit by Georgia, and he gets a decent gain from a play that didn't look too good from the start.
Yeah, it wasn't too promising, but hey, you'll take 4 yards on 1st down.
4 yards in a cloud of dust, and here comes another screen call. I do like this against a double mug. Let's see what it plays out like. And that defensive lineman was just pushed into the play. That kind of ruined everything for him.
Yeah, I mean, just a great push there, and, you know, able to kind of get in position to really do everything there.
Looks like a cover 2. Let's see what happens here. Cover 2 underneath. Everything's locked up, and there's the pass rush. Georgia getting the play they needed to really force this offense from LSU into a tough call.
Yeah, CJ Allen with a big sack there, has 3 tackles for losses on the day too. And I mean, 4th and 19, I'm going to be honest, I think I'm putting this away. I'm not sure if I'm going for this if I'm LSU, but the
Yeah,
coach is insisting.
you need a miracle to convert this, and the pass rush is going to get there. And there's a miracle for the defense as he gets a pick. I mean, that's better than letting the turnover happen where he was. So he actually saved some yards by throwing that pick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. CJ Allen again, just all over it, tearing up that left tackle. And got to think LSU may be looking for some offensive linemen come this offseason.
Yeah, he's going to be recruiting heavy for the offensive line in Georgia. It looks like Nate Frazier is going to get the ball and, make this his game. And just like on the other side, you got CJ Allen being a game breaker. You got Nate Frazier doing the same thing on this side as he's going to have a big hole. He's going to get a lot of running room and bring it all the way inside the red zone down to the 18. What a run there.
I mean, you want to talk about running the damn football. It's running the damn football right here. Nate Frazier over 20 carries on the day, and he's just carrying the team on his back.
Yeah, roll Georgia, right? Here comes
What?
here comes another run. That against a cover 0, and the defense actually stands tough that time. It looks like he's going to call a cover 2 blitz. This does match on the back end. He runs away from the blitz. That's a lot of open space, and he's going to get into the end zone. A big run there by number 32. I think that might even be the fullback, Jones.
Cash Jones, I mean, and some would say that's how a white man runs a football.
Jesus. As he had a chance to block the kick, and he just ran out of play. And here comes LSU's offense with under 4 minutes to go, 3:19 on the clock. Does he have enough time to answer? And that timeout not being there is going to be massive.
Yeah, I mean, not having all 3 timeouts, I mean, that's definitely a tough one. He's got to go down the field quickly. And hey, you got to remember, 3:17 is a lot of time in college football.
Yep, 3:17. Looks like he's going to try to get a deep shot going here. Let's see what happens. Going to change up his wide receiver. I wonder if there's a high-speed guy he's trying to get in there. R1's wide open. He's going to get it to R1.
Wow.
Is that the play he needed? It looks like it's going to be. Hinton Jr. cut to inside. A nice little swivel and a touchdown.
Holy
What a
smokes,
call and what a touchdown. That opens up the game.
And he's going to go for 2 years. He's going to go with the analytics play. Or no. It looks like he's just going to go for the extra point.
Yeah,
It looks like he was suggesting it.
Take your 1, put yourself down 7. But with 3:06 remaining, I mean, 2 timeouts. You got 3 timeouts with a 2-minute warning. Yeah, you're in a perfect position as long as you can play a little bit of run defense and force this Georgia team to, punt the football.
Definitely an interesting approach there by Nussmeier, too. You can see he just ran straight back in a sprinting fashion and then just threw a dart. I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to kick it off and want a run back, and nothing happening from the Georgia return man. Let's see what they do. Coming out in gun tight Z. I mean, yeah, gun tight Z. Let's see what happens. Runs a little stunt up the middle. That's going to open up a big hole. I don't know if I like those stunts against the run game.
Yeah, got to be careful with those stunts in the run game. There are some that can help you. There are some that can definitely hurt you.
And he's going to go with a double mug against the run. This is also one that you're like, not too sure I want to do that. But let's see. He's going to run an RPO and 3rd and 1. And it looks like Georgia's not really winding down the clock too much. I mean, he should be close to the 2-minute warning by now, but 2 clock's probably not on the Georgia side. Let's see what happens. Yeah, doesn't really lose too much time. A big 3rd and 1. Can he convert? No, he cannot. 4th and 1. What do you do if you're Georgia? And LSU kept his 2 timeouts. Terrible clock management.
I mean, you got to hit the 2-minute warning at least. And, I mean, he will after this play, but goodness gracious. I mean, you got to be able to clock the ball, especially considering he didn't have to use any timeouts, and he's going to get it back here.
If he, if he plays conservative, Miles, he might actually try something here.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you're Georgia, you might want to go for it. Honestly,
If you're Georgia, you go for it, right? You convert, you win. If you
I would
don't
say so.
convert, you set them up in short field. They still need a touchdown, and then you could potentially set yourself up with more time to go ahead and answer back if they do score. So I don't hate
Hmm.
it. It looks like
Yeah.
it's going to be a double mug blitz. Oh, what are we going to do here for the defense? A timeout from Georgia. Sees the double mug, calls a timeout. Didn't like it. Let's see what Georgia does.
Yeah, I guess Gunnar Stockton came out, saw the double mug, and started pissing down his leg. They'll call a timeout.
Hits right down his leg there. He comes off in gun Y off trips. Looks like he's gonna send. I don't. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna send the same coverage? No, he's not. He's gonna send a. Looks like a cover two invert with hard flats. Oof. Yeah.
Ballsy, if you ask me.
Very ballsy. And he's gonna get the tight end over the middle. That's a great play. He's gonna break a tackle and ice on the game. He goes
Wow.
down like a smart man. Oscar Delp, the future New England Patriot, in the first round with the play of his life.
What a play. Yeah,
He
definitely
still
smart to go down here, too.
he still has 2 timeouts, but I don't think he can't stop it, really.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of
I
game
think that's
penalty
pretty much it. I don't think he can stop it at all. Unless the coach suggestions telling him he has to run a play.
Well, I mean, he does have 2 timeouts, so you could get the ball hypothetically with about 25 seconds left or so, but, really, really hard to say. I mean, if you're Coach Miles in Georgia here, you probably just run it 3 times, take your field goal, or if you want to be aggressive and, want to work on, getting a couple more points up on the board. I mean, college football is all about running up the score. We'll see.
Let's see what happens. He's going to run it inside and good defense. Does he call that timeout? He's going to save the timeout for now.
I know I would call it personally.
Save the timeout. He's going to be able to call it after this 3rd and goal play. But the only thing is, if he kicks the field goal, it puts you down 2 scores anyway. So it doesn't really look like it's going to help out much. A
Exactly.
nice counter play, and there it is. Frazier into the end zone, and that should do it. Two scores, 2 touchdowns in 26 seconds. Not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, 28 rushes for Nate Frazier. He just quite literally put this team on his back, especially considering that Stockton was struggling through the air. And it looks like the coaches were, adamant, hey, we're going to get Nate Frazier the rock.
I know HD just said it's a snow game in Cleveland. But as enticing as that is between 2 teams fighting for a draft pick, I got to eat. But, Georgia started off rough, really settled in, and it looks like they're going to walk right into a victory here unless they do some asinine shit defensively.
And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left.
.23-yard line, 23 seconds left.
Down
They can get
23.
away with another one-play touchdown.
Let's see what happens. He's got the crosser. He's going to go to Watkins and almost a pick. I assume Watkins got a lot of speed to trust him to just go straight down the field.
Yeah, I mean, he had a step, but not able to get it to him.
I wonder what he's going to do. Baron Brown's also a burner on the other side, but maybe he doesn't trust it. He's going to send Watkins on a deep route once again. Is that the same guy he's going to throw to? Yes, it is. He tries to go to Watkins and almost another pick. And, this is pretty much going to do it. There's 0 chance. CJ Allen, game wrecker. Absolute game wrecker on that defense.
He is just cooking whoever number 56 is.
After they lost Will Campbell, didn't find an answer at left tackle, and
Good.
it really hurt him as Georgia gets the ball back, and that's gonna do it. Georgia moves on to the next round, and Georgia will play. Let me go ahead and pull up the playoffs. Georgia will play the winner of Texas, number 8 Texas, which is Beast, and number 1 Oregon, which is Methodical. So we'll see who moves on to the next round to face Georgia, who looked really good in that second half.
Yeah, no, I mean, they really started off rough. That offense was abysmal to start, but despite all of that, they were able to drop 42 points and just really able to walk away with a win comfortably in this game. Looking forward to seeing how they do against Texas, and obviously that'll be a big game next week.
Absolutely. I can't wait for the national championship. When that game goes live, we'll probably have a red zone for that. And see who makes it and see who actually becomes the first national champion in the association. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you, DK, for being on. Thank you, everybody, for listening in. And we'll